here again with another Big Bang Theory Season 8 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you are caught up to the point where I am at rewatching or watching The Big Bang Theory, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description if that happens to be the case or you're not caught up. It would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be The Big Bang Theory Season 8, Episode 4. The title of this episode is called The Hookup, Reverberation. And this will be my review, reaction, recap. After just finishing watching the episode, we start off with Leonard talking to Howard and Sheldon about a possible chicken dinosaur. And Sheldon mentions a study that people lose 2 friends when in a new relationship. So he's referring to Raj and Emily's relationship, that he might lose 2 friends because of that. Raj says that won't happen. Howard's mom got Stuart HBO. Of course, it was HBO back then. Now it's just Max, I think. Unless it's still, if you have cable, it's still HBO and Max. I guess I don't know that. But I know the app is just Max. Everyone, Emily gets to meet everyone. Sheldon tells Emily he has some odd freckles on his buttocks and wants her to take a look at them. And Amy isn't very happy about that, as she doesn't get to take a look at Sheldon's buttocks. Sheldon misses Stuart's place as the guys are at the other comic book store or place. And remember, Stuart's comic book place burned down at the end of Season 7. Not completely down, but it had some fire damage. Leonard suggests that they put up the rest of the money that Stuart needs between the 4 of them. Penny goes to Emily's office to kind of test her new position on her, and Emily tells Penny that there's an issue between them two because her and Raj hooked up. They kissed, and they were naked. Raj suggests they get a van and pick up kids to come to their comic book store. Leonard asks if they're going to use candy to lure them in. Wow, they're going different routes in this one. Penny's mad at Raj. Sheldon says the Oxford study was right. 1 friend down, because Penny's not, well, she's still a friend, but she's mad about the Emily-Raj situation. Bernadette suggests she go sell herself. Leonard mentions to Sheldon, "Why are you even in this conversation? You don't know anything about women." Very true. Leonard asks Penny about investing in Stuart's comic book store. Penny hints to having bad credit card debt, so she's not much help financially to the relationship, which I'm sure Leonard knew that because she wasn't working for a certain length of time, other than the acting role that she had in the ape movie, the hairy ape movie, or whatever, the zombie ape, or whatever the hell it's called. And Howard asked Bernadette about, money for Stuart's new comic book store. She says, nope. Sheldon tells Amy he's considering investing into Stuart's comic book store. And after a minute, Amy, because of something Sheldon says, thinks it's a terrific idea. Wait till I tell you about our van. Oh, boy. Emily and Raj come over to Penny's. Howard and Bernadette sit Stuart down to tell him about investing in his comic book store. But Stuart says Howard's mom already invested into it, which really pisses Howard off. Emily and Penny ultimately hate each other. Like, they're nice in person at Penny's house, but the second they leave, they're both out. Penny's in her apartment, and Emily's right outside the door, and they both say something to the degree of "I hate her" or something like. I think that's what they said. And Sheldon says it would have been nice to have a place that was ours where they could just read comics. Guess it was too good to be true, especially with having their van, as they're doing that right now in the apartment. And that's what ends the episode. So far, Season 8, other than the premiere, these have been pretty lackluster episodes, in my opinion. I'm going to rate this episode a 7.0 out of 10. The character of the episode, it was kind of like a eeny, meeny, miny, most certain thing. Sheldon, I ultimately chose as the character of the episode, and as many of you know, the reason why I started watching The Big Bang Theory was because of Penny, so I rate Penny in every episode. In this one, I'm going to give her a 7.1 out of 10. So you've heard what I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of The Big Bang Theory and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please consider Hulk smashing that like button. Even 5 more likes a video actually go a long way. And I want to hear what you have to say, too. Share the video with a friend. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are. I do want to hear what you have to say. I know these are kind of generic reviews. I could do a reaction to them, but I've already seen the show. I don't know how many times. There's certain episodes I've seen 5 times, and there's certain episodes I've seen once, but I have seen the show all the way through, so it wouldn't be a real reaction. The only physical reaction video that I do is my UFC reactions. But last but certainly not least, let me know what your score is. Rate Penny if you want to, and then don't forget to hit that sub button and subscribe to the channel. You're watching the video anyway. Join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.